Hi everyone. It looks very new to me because after a long gap, I'm back, and so I will wait for people to join us. Oh, hi, and so to begin with, it was a very long gap. I took a very long pause, and now we are back with episodes. So, to begin with, I would not take much more time of people because I know it's a weekday, and thank you for people who have joined us. So, without any further delay, I would love to invite my guest for today. She is Balambika, and she has already sent me the request. So, and I have accepted her request. Let me see what is. Hi,
Hi, Romani. Good evening.
good evening. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
So actually, I was just talking because I took a long pause for the episode. So to begin with, you are my the first guest of this year, and I would say for my second innings also. So yeah, I would love to introduce you because with lot of discussions we are here. So to introduce you, she is Balambika Parikh, and she's an internationally certified image consultant, and she's an entrepreneur also. So a very a good news to you all that she has been awarded as let me just not be incorrect about it. So she has been awarded as the best woman entrepreneur and in the category of iconic entrepreneur for the image consulting. And so am I right? Right?
Yeah,
And
that's right. Thank you.
congratulations on that. So she has been awarded in 2023 and for the brand Crimson Hues, and she also has a brand called Imara which deals with the lenience, bed lenience and everything. And she is in current state president of Tamil Nadu for Wiki, that is Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry for image consulting. So, as she is a master of image consulting, I believe, and she is a great person also. So, I'm very happy that you have joined us today. So, before we begin with the main topic, I just want to understand from you, like, what made you to go to the image consulting? Like, what made you to choose the image consulting as in career option or as in full time option to you for you?
Okay, that is actually a long story. It started off with me actually being in garment industry,
Okay.
and from there I really enjoyed working with fabrics and garments and seeing how the transformation of fabrics to garments, and then when it goes on to people, it looks
Mm-hmm.
amazing. So that stemmed up an idea of where I wanted to do this on my own and see how what kind of transformations I can bring on people. So it started off with just a group of few people, a few friends whom I started off with
Okay.
working on their wardrobe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the whole idea of changing people's wardrobe based on their lifestyle, their personality stemmed for me.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, through the years, with experience, with whatever knowledge I gained over the years, I worked on it. And then I decided to upskill myself
Mm-hmm.
from Indian Institute of Management. And after that, yes, I'm internationally certified image consultant today.
Yes.
And my primary focus still remains wardrobing and self-image. Of course, I
Okay.
work on other areas of image consulting also, but this is my
Mm-hmm.
primary focus. And I'm extremely, very fond of it and extremely passionate about it also.
Okay, so when you say about image consulting and wardrobe, so how does these two things are related? Because what happens, we as in people, like we as in girl, like I would say about a girls. So we and girls and boys, I won't differentiate, but my personal experience, we don't think much before we buy something. So it is like we just collect it in our wardrobe and it goes on and it goes on. So we think like wardrobe collect isn't collecting place. So what do you just can you just help me to understand how these two things like image consulting, self-image and wardrobe is related?
See, self-image is nothing but it's a complex of your emotional, your mental, and your physical appearance, right? You put it all together, it's what reflects on your self-image. Now, from there stems your confidence and your ability to perform and how you feel about yourself. Now, what is the first thing you do in the morning after you get ready? You first look at your wardrobe as to what you want to wear for the day, right? So, more
Yes.
often than not, when you collect outfits in your wardrobe or you collect clothes in your wardrobe, which serve you no purpose,
Mm-hmm.
all right? You just
Mm-hmm.
pile them off because you
Yes.
went for a sale or you decided to follow a trend. What happens is you just collect a whole bunch of clothes. Now, do they actually work for you day in and day out in your regular life?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. So what happens is you start juggling and you start feeling low about what should I wear? Am I picking up the right outfit? Am I going to look good? So what happened? That starts putting your confidence low because you're really not sure what you're pulling out of your wardrobe. That's
Okay.
the first step of you not feeling great about yourself.
Okay.
And
Okay.
moment you that feeling sets in the morning, you will just try to throw in something because you feel okay, this works for me. Or what you
Mm-hmm.
will do, you will start working with a limited wardrobe which you feel works for you. You will not even thread into wardrobe which is otherwise kept on the side.
Okay.
Okay. And that is what finally you will be comfortable, you'll wear out, you'll feel confident. So self
Mm-hmm.
image is obviously a mix of emotional, mental and physical appearance. Wardrobe plays a huge role on how you feel about yourself. It makes
Yes.
you
Yes.
feel confident irrespective of who you are and what line of work you are.
That.
What you wear, you feel really good about yourself, you really feel confident, you want to go out in the world and be that happy, cheerful, confident person. And of course from there your whole productivity takes a different leap.
Yes, yes. So yeah, just before this discussion, I was going through like Quora and many other Google questions, like why wardrobe and self-image. So I just wanted one question, which is very like common in that, like people try to hide their personality behind a cloth. Let's suppose a person who is oversized, they try to wear a loose fitting clothes so that they will not look that oversized. I believe that's in societal expectations, because of that they do that, or they feel confident on that.
I think you could see all of the factors today.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first thing which happens is when you feel that your body variations are not working for you, or you feel conscious of your body variations, more often than not, you would try to hide it. You would
Yes.
obviously want to hide it with either clothes which are oversized or clothes which are, let's say, more comfortable, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Mm-hmm.
you would wear colors which do not draw attention to those variations.
Yeah,
So
because most of the people, like most of the time, I also wear my mood. Like if I'm angry, I will wear something which is not good on me, or something. I just pick it up randomly. So is it we care how we look in the clothes?
obviously,
Okay.
obviously, you wear clothes to look good. You want to look good. You want to feel happy. You want to feel confident. So obviously, clothes play a very major role on who you are as a person. And what you choose to wear also speaks volumes about you as a person.
Okay, okay. So, as you said, like what I choose, it depicts my personality.
Yeah.
It tells more about my personality. So, can you just give me some examples, like so that we can get to know which personality of people are wearing those type of clothes and what actually is hidden behind that personality? Like, let's suppose someone is wearing a very bright color. Is that person is confident, or is they trying to be confident?
See, honestly, people are of different personalities. So we have a few personality categories which we, as image consultants, look at. One is classic, other one is romantic, dramatic, natural. So all of these personalities have a certain element to themselves, right?
Okay.
So let's say you're a classic personality, right? You like things very organized in your wardrobe.
Mhm.
You prefer to wear clothes which you know that you can use it across your work. You are very organized that this is what I'm going to wear if I'm going out in the evening. Your colors would be muted, neutral, and even if you have an element of bright color in that, you would still be able to pair it in such a way that it looks clean lines. They would want clean lines, neat clothes.
Mhm.
Then of course there are people who like to, have drama around them. They're
Okay.
always looking to wear really bright colors, embellish in their garments, or they wear accessories which are very bold, very loud, right? So they have a certain amount of dramatic feel to themselves. They want to draw attention to themselves. So those are the dramatic people. And if you open their wardrobe, you'll see a lot of elements which will actually, tell you that. Then there are people who are very romantic, very soft in the way they are. They are romantic by heart. They're romantic in the way they are around. Even in their house, if you see things would have a lot of frills, a lot of colors. So would their wardrobe. You'll have a lot of pastels there. You'll have a lot of reds, maybe pinks. If they're a lady, if it's a man, he would probably have colors which will represent his romantic side. Whereas I would generally say a man would not have such a dominant romantic side in terms of his clothing, but he would have a mix of personality. Maybe he would be a
Yes.
classic and a romantic, or something, a mix like that. So you would find elements which will actually reflect that. Then if you're someone who is a natural personality, he likes to be outdoors a lot more open. He is someone who believes in leading a very minimalist life and things like that. He would have a very basic wardrobe. He would have more of clothes which are for outdoor activities, like
Okay.
maybe tracks or whatever it is that he does in his daily life. He goes biking, he goes cycling, or whatever his even if his profession, if you see, it'll be very related to the personality he is. So those
Okay.
guys would have a very different wardrobe. So your wardrobe does show an aspect of your personality, definitely.
Okay. Okay. So, because like I got one question when I actually shared our poster. So one person have asked me like, she is into most of the time she's into whites. So is it like she is trying, like she is very shy, or she just wanted to check her personality? So I just wanted to know, like, so that if she sees this video, the answer, she can get the answer. So the person who is into white, like only the white colors, let's suppose only white t-shirts, white shirts. So what personality that tells about?
See, colors will not, they would have some role to play in your personality. But I think white would also, because I think there's a certain amount of comfort she feels with that color. It
Okay.
may
Okay.
be making her feel good about herself.
Mhm.
She may be feeling confident when she wears white, or it's a comfort color for her. You get my point?
Okay.
So I
Okay.
would say she would be a person who would be a mix of personality, which of course we will have to decode when we open our wardrobe a little bit more. Just keeping in mind one color alone, we cannot decode a personality. But yes, I would say that she goes towards or gravitates towards the color white primarily because it gives her comfort, it makes her feel confident and maybe happy.
Okay.
So I think those are the three reasons why she must be liking white very much
Okay.
in her wardrobe.
Okay, so in this, actually, I just wanted to ask you this is very silly question might be for you, but I have seen one Korean signs, like they do matching of your colors, like with your skin tone. So they try to like match your skin tone with the colors you can wear. So which colors goes on you? So is that somewhere into self-image or personality check, like the skin tone and the colors they decide?
See, it's not personality. I would say it
Mm-hmm.
is not even self. See, color analysis is a science by itself.
Okay.
So, that particular science helps you to understand what is your skin tone or your undertone, right?
Okay.
Are you
Okay.
warm? Are you cool? Based on a lot of
Yes.
other factors which come into play. With that, they would help you choose the colors which are best suited for your skin tone, and that will
Okay.
help you,
Okay.
look elevated, look more brighter, bring out the best of your features and your hair. So all of that, it's a science. And of course,
Okay.
you look better, you obviously will feel confident, your
Confident.
personality will come out
Yes.
looking a lot more brighter. So yeah, it's again a science which is there.
Okay. Okay. Got it. And I just wanted to. Is there any word called perfect wardrobe?
No. No, I don't think there's
I
anything which
can
says the
get
perfect
the
wardrobe.
jiggles. Yeah.
Absolutely not. I think wardrobe is very personal, and everyone has their element of style, their personality, their lifestyle, which is there in their wardrobe. So there is no perfect aspect of wardrobe. It is personal to you. Your personal wardrobe or your perfect style would not work for somebody else. So you cannot say perfect wardrobe anytime.
So is there any difference between the wardrobe and closet? Because you corrected me once, so I just want people to know that also, because most of the time people say it's closet, like rather saying the word called wardrobe, they say closet. So is there any difference in that, such like, can you just elaborate on that?
The closet is just one aspect of your wardrobe. A wardrobe is
Okay.
a much wider aspect where it involves your clothes, it
Mhm.
involves your accessories, it involves your makeup, it involves your jewelry, it involves everything, it involves your entire personality. So when you say wardrobe, it's a big word. Closet is just a wardrobe. That's about it.
Okay. So, what happiness a perfect wardrobe selection gives to you? Like you just said, like there is no word called perfect wardrobe, but it might be perfect for me, which will be different for you.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what happiness that gives to some person? Like because I know, like as you said in the earlier conversation, that we go for the sale. We go like being girls, we have never sufficient clothes. So when we say about the perfect wardrobe, I'm not saying about the perfect wardrobe, but yes, the perfect wardrobe which goes with our personality, which goes with our mood. So what happiness that perfect wardrobe gives to the person?
You're answering your own question. So a perfect wardrobe will make you feel happy because every time you open it, you have the clothes which make you feel confident, which go
Yes.
and work for your variations,
Uh-huh.
which work for your skin tone, and every time you don it, you feel confident.
So
So that's what it's obviously going to give you happiness. You're going to feel good and happy about
yes.
yourself.
So that's what the word called perfect wardrobe came up. And when you say about wardrobe, that is that one the styling also that goes with the styling part also, like self image. When we say self confident, so we have the styling also. It's not about the clothes. So how do you depict that word called styling with a perfect self confident person?
See, when you talk about wardrobe in general, and you talk about, let's say you're working with a particular client, you are trying to work on their wardrobe. You're trying to get them clothes which will work for their lifestyle, their overall, personality. You're also keeping in mind their body image, their variation. So whatever clothes
Yes.
you're going to buy for them or help them, buy, that is going to fit them well, right?
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
obviously, that is, if once it fits them well, it's also going to be, used very well.
Yes.
So it actually improves the way they feel when they wear it and they look.
Yeah, and there is a word called minimalism, and it was very trending, like very trendy word few years back, and still also. So we see a lot of people following minimalism in their lifestyle, and somewhere I also tried that, but end up failing on that. So, what is minimalism in wardrobe? Is that make sense?
See, being minimalistic or following that whole trend of minimalism is a lifestyle choice,
Okay.
right? There are many people who have gone that path.
Mhm.
For them, it is a way of life. But
Okay.
going that way, and especially when you relate it to a wardrobe, it's a hard thing to do. You can very few people would be able to live with a very limited wardrobe.
Yes.
You would have to be in that space, that kind of thought process, to be able to be comfortable with just, let's say, a few tops and a couple of trousers, maybe one or two shoes and a bag. So that concept, it takes a lot out of you, to be comfortable. Because trust
Yes.
me, all of us have wardrobe which are really bursting,
Yes.
you know. And so it's a concept. Yes, definitely there are a lot of people who are thinking about it. They are slowly moving towards it, but it's a choice and it's not an easy one, trust me.
Yeah, because sustainable clothing sense actually that does that say any personality? Because I believe that actually depicts the personality of you can say sustainability. They people who think about environment, the minimalism persons. Is that
Yes, of
true?
course. Yes, there are people who are extremely environmental conscious. So if you see their wardrobe, they would not want to spend a lot of money on, they would
Okay.
want to reuse their clothes. They would look for sustainable fabrics,
Okay. Okay.
environmental friendly fabrics. So they might follow some aspects of minimalism in their lifestyle, and maybe in
Mm-hmm.
their wardrobe too. So yes, that is definitely a thing which happens. Yes.
So as we said, like we have already discussed this, but I want to know more, like how a clothing, like let's suppose I'm wearing this neutral beige color, how what that tells about my internal life, like how it tells about my internal life. Can we? I don't want to be judgy. I don't want to sound like a judgy person, but can we just know more about a person just by their clothing?
I think so. Not really so much, but see, our clothes kind of revolve around our moods also,
Okay, yeah.
right? So they do. So you have a good day and you want to really look your absolute best. you would want to pull out colors out of your wardrobe which kind of make you feel good. Now, if that happens to be a neutral color, like a beige or a white, then you know that is your color for the day. Now, if it happens to be a color which is more pastel, you would pick up a pastel. Then again, if it is a brighter color, you feel like, no, I want to represent a certain, I want to assert myself. You would obviously pick up color which are a little more bolder. Or you'll go for the black if you want to be in that powerful space. You want to create an environment of that I'm a leader. I am taking over this entire meeting. I'm presiding over a particular thing. So colors, yes, do represent, who you are. But your moods generally take over that, I would say. So you cannot say, looking at a person, if the person is wearing a beige or a red, that kind of depicts their personality. Not so much. I think there are a lot of other factors which also play a huge role in that.
Okay. So when we say about the self-image part, and we just connected that with our clothing sense, with our wardrobe. So do you think like nowadays people follow the lot of trends, like social media trends? So is there they're losing their own personality, or they're trying to hide their personality when they follow some trends?
I think, see, it's a personal choice what you want to do, because following trends is a fun thing. I think a lot of people do that because a lot of influencers do that.
Yes.
And my only advice to people would be that when you're following trends,
Mm-hmm.
keep in mind one or two things. One is, remember, trends are short-lived.
Okay.
You know, so
Yeah.
if you're going to follow a trend, you're going to invest in that particular trend. Think before you invest whether you'll be able to use that outfit or that article which you buy after the trend is no longer there, right? And
Yes. Yes.
secondly would be, don't feel pressured to buy a trend. Like I said, it's short-lived. It may be there for a couple of months and then it's gone. Then there'll be another trend. Maybe that may appeal to you. Maybe that would be a choice which you can make, because that is something you can use even after the trend is not there. So I think you should not feel pressured by trends. And as far as trends, I think they are going to keep coming. You can't stop them. That is
That
how it
is
works. That's how the whole
true.
industry works. So
Yeah.
you can always follow people who are trendy. Definitely, it gives you an insight as to what's happening around the world. But make
Mhm.
conscious choices, I would say.
Yes. True. And when we say about the personality, self-image, we are revolving around those words and wardrobe. So I just want to have this advice from you, because you being a person who is in this industry, fashion industry, for a long, long years. So I just wanted to know from you, like, is it worthy to have this brandy clothes? Because most of the time people get judged because of not wearing a branded clothes. So it is worthy to invest that much to be in the brandy, like, to, I can say, in the brand game, or it is okay to just follow what your heart says or what you like it.
I think you should just go with what makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, don't feel the pressure to fit in.
Yes.
If you're someone who genuinely likes to buy brands or branded clothes or branded shoes, whatever it is that you enjoy, if you enjoy it and you find use for it, please go ahead and invest. But don't feel pressure to invest on something just because you want to fit in. I think that's not correct. You lose your own self-image,
Yes.
your own personal style, what you are as a human being. You shouldn't lose yourself there. Never feel pressured. Never feel pressured there.
So, do you think societal pressure comes in a plays a vital role before we do some shopping? Like, thinking about our figure, our body shape. Do we actually have a pressurized shopping when we do that?
I think so. I think, you know what the problem is, when you go shopping, you have a lot. You go shopping with generally your friends or your family or
Family,
anybody,
yeah.
right? So you obviously get comments from them. You get
Hmm.
suggestions from them. So even if you feel what you're wearing is comfortable, it looks good on you, you will have 100 suggestions coming from them,
True,
and that
true,
can
true.
either motivate you to buy that product or completely demotivate you
Yes,
and leave that at the back of
yes,
your plan.
yes, yes,
So
yes.
it's something which can never change. So what you need to do is, you need to have a confidence in yourself. You need to understand your own body, your body variations. You need to understand what looks good on you.
Hmm.
when you go shopping. Trust yourself, trust your instincts. And if you don't know what looks good on you, get professional help. And I think that is the right way to do it.
Yes, yes, yes. And when we see about personality building also, so what do you think? Like most of the people are still searching about, still wondering, and they're lost about their own personality. So, what do you think? Like as an image consultant, can you just advise some ways so that they can get help, like how they can understand their own personality? Because it's a ball game in it's a different ball game, because understand, because as we think, like our mood changes, our personality also changes. So can you just help us few like us, like how to understand what personality is between within you they carry actually?
See, our personality will not change with our moods.
Okay.
Okay? Our moods are ever changing. All right? Our
Yes.
personality is not. Right? We have a certain personality that we are born with. All right? And as we age and as we grow older, that personality becomes a little more seasoned. We start evolving. Right?
Yes.
So I would say that your personality is something which is very, very strong.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you should really not allow yourself to think these thoughts that my personality will change with my moods, and based on my moods I'm wearing clothes that will change my personality. No, no,
Personality.
no. You are your own self. Your moods are just going to make you choose colors, or maybe the style you want to wear that particular day, or the accessory you want to don that particular day, or the kind of makeup you want to put that particular day. But your personality still remains the same. When you go out and when you start having a conversation with somebody, or your confidence level and how you conduct yourself, that's your personality. That's not going to change.
Okay. So, as we speak about wardrobe, the girls have a lot of options or stuffed in their wardrobe. But when we see the boys' side, they have limited clothes. They go for So, is it their personality not to like go with a lot of clothes, or how about that? Like how it goes on the men's fashion wear? Because we see
I
the
think
limited options also for them.
no, I think again it is a personal thing. It's a very personal choice. You see some men who prefer to keep it very basic. They just don't want to use their head towards colors or styles.
Uh-huh.
They know, okay, I have these 4 colors which look good on me, these 5 colors of trousers which go with those colors of shirts. I'm good with that. And then you have certain men who really enjoy styling themselves. So they would have a lot more vibrant wardrobe. They'll have a bigger wardrobe. They'll have a lot more articles, accessories, things like that. So again, it's a personal choice. It's their own who they are as a person.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Because there are a lot of colors which is said to be girly colors. So they don't go with that colors. Yes, I have my friends who actually don't go with the colors. They say that it's a very girly colors, because we say pink. So they said like my one of my friends says like, am I a girl that I will wear pink, red? So is that they are very what I say, I cannot say about that. So like, is that their personality? They are trying not to be very like, it is okay to wear that colors. So is that their personality says about this?
Personality, personal choice of colors, and the comfort of wearing those colors, all of these, I would say.
Okay. So lastly, as we have to end this conversation, and I wish we can actually have much, much more time, because, but being a weekday, I don't want people to be here like for a long, long time. So I just want to know from you, like, what is self-image? When we say self-image, it's an ocean, it's a deep ocean, because self-image, sometimes we feel like it's a very confusing game. So, can you just help us understand what is self image in a very layman word, so that it would be very easy to understand?
Like I said, when we started the conversation, self image is a reflection of your mental, your emotional, and your overall appearance, right?
Okay.
So, how you feel about yourself and what you think about yourself, you know, reflects in your self image. And let's assume that, you get out, you get ready, okay, you wear your best clothing, and you feel good about yourself, and you go out to work, right? And you obviously giving your best that day because you're feeling confident, you're feeling good about
Uh-huh,
yourself.
uh-huh.
You see that people will notice, and they will
Okay.
probably compliment you, and they say, hey, You're looking lovely. What have you done to
Yes.
yourself? And you were brilliant in the meeting or whatever it is. What will it do is it'll automatically make you feel even more confident.
Hmm.
It's like a cycle, right? So what will happen is the next day you will make the same effort or more to be like that. So self-image is nothing but all of these factors working. And of course, to add to that, the environment. Your work environment, your home environment, or any environment that you're a part of. All of that will contribute to how you feel about yourself.
Yes,
And that is
true.
it.
Yeah, and thank you for joining us. So, lastly, I want to tell everyone who would be listening at this as a podcast and in a live video also, that any doubt or any self-image doubt, anything related to personality or wardrobe, she's here. She has a brand called Crimson Hues, and she can also be in touch with you in person also. So she's a DM away. You can DM her after this live if you have any questions like between our conversations. So you can directly DM her, and she's a lovely, lovely person. She could help you in answering all those, and you can improvise your self image, your personality, and it's you can change your wardrobe also. You can change your selection of clothes also. So over to you, and then we will finish it off.
Thank you so much, Romani. This has been a fun conversation. And yes, like Romani said, if you would like to get in touch with me, you can always DM me at Crimson Youth Studio. That's my Instagram handle. You could also reach me at Balambika Parikh, which is my LinkedIn handle also. Or you
Can you
could
just give
also,
that in the comments? Can you just write that in comments so that people would that would help them easily
yes, of
to
course. So,
you just man write your
yeah, just doing that.
personal account. I will add this.
Crimson Youth Studio, that is
Yes.
my, and then it's Balambika Parikh is my LinkedIn handle.
Yes. So that
They're
would be
those,
easier for them to just get
yeah,
directed to you
yes.
directly. Yes. So yeah, she can, yes, amazing. So she will be available and she could help you. She has her own selections of she would so what you will actually do for them who will come to you. Can you just help us in that?
First, all right. So when you approach me for any of your queries, we would definitely have a conversation as to what is it that you need for me to help you with. And once we've sorted out, it could be anything. It could be wardrobe boost. You have an issue with your wardrobes. You're trying to revamp your wardrobe or put a particular little perspective into what will look good for you. So we will work on that. It could be also just, an event planning. You're looking for a wardrobe for an event planning. It could be also decluttering your wardrobe. Sometimes we just have so much in our wardrobe, we really don't know what is it that we can use, what is it that we cannot use. So yes, we would have. So the first couple of conversations would be trying to understand what that we can do for you and what we are expecting or what you're expecting out of us. Then we would always put a chart together, understand how we can help you, and we will lay out, various programs. If you can go back and look at our website also, which is imagebycrimsonhues.com, we would give you various services which we
Oh,
offer there. So
okay.
once we have gotten that out of the way, we will get started and help you evolve into this really gorgeous person. That's it. Full of
Thank you.
confidence.
Yes. And I hope this made people very clear about the things about image consulting and everything. So, with that note, thank you. Thank you for joining us. And with this lovely note, I would love to have this conversation again with you with some more perspectives and some more thoughts. So, till then, thank you and have a good night and
Thank you,
have a
Romani.
safe.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Good
Bye
night.
bye.
Bye.